Escape from Tarkov sucks. And I'll be the first to tell you why. I'm not just saying it sucks because I'm bad at the game. No, it's not a case of mad cause bad. It's a case of Tarkov actually just being a shitty game. And I love it. I love it so much. I'm properly addicted. Addicted to the adrenaline rush I get every time bullets are flying over my head.
Wait, did you...
Okay. Which isn't often, but just enough to make me come back again and again.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Out of fucking bullets.
To a desolate world in the middle of Russia. To a world where the slightest mistake will make you want to end it all. A world so unforgiving that I'm making this video. Before we go on though, I want to shortly thank my YouTube members, especially Lone Wolf Ace and Whackjatters.
Nice.
You too can become a supporter by clicking the blue join button and enjoy the perks of being one. I also have a Discord. You are welcome to join in on the fun and try to prove me wrong on why Tarkov sucks. Anyways, where were we? Alright, Tarkov sucks. And I'll be so nice and tell you why. Even though the game has been around for more than 5 years, it still suffers from balancing and other basic issues. For example, a thing no one can even try to refute, the KS-23. Like, explain this. One shot to the legs, and it cost 45k for the gun, and ammo is only 86 rubles a pop. We can all agree that that's a little broken. You might bring in full gear, slick, M4, the whole shabam, and yet Ratboy over there, with not even a 50k loadout, will literally one-shot you. Another thing that is totally broken is the AI in the game. AI plays a big role in the game. Such a big role that you'd think the game developers would have spent a little more time and effort designing a good AI that wouldn't be so unreliable. But no, scavs. I'll come to raiders a little later. Scavs can go from being totally smooth-brained and not even seeing you right in front of you.
Oh, hello.
So smooth-brained, in fact, that you start to wonder if you're invisible or Nikita turned off shooting in the game and turned Tarkov from a Russia simulator into a Russia sightseeing game with all of its great historical marks. On the other hand, scavs, and I'm only talking about normal scavs here, can turn around and literally one-tap you with 6.5mm buckshot from across the map before you even spawn in. Or you can get really lucky and survive for a whole 5 minutes, only to encounter your first scav and think to yourself, this will be easy, only to realize, after you're back in the main menu, that scavs are in fact horrifying. Ow. Now, I'm not bitching about scavs because I died once or twice to them, or was butthurt about it. No, I'm bitching about it because they are so unreliable. There doesn't seem to be any in between. Either they let you kill them, or they'll instantly one-tap you. Nikita, please fix. Another thing that is totally game-breaking is the MP5's mag. In real life, the MP5's magazine is double-stacked, but if you look in the mag in Tarkov, you can only see one stack of bullets. Totally unrealistic, immersion ruined, and my disappointment is immeasurable. Totally unplayable. 1 out of 10. That's a joke, by the way. I still love the game. Another broken thing is raiders and scav bosses. Raiders are again just scavs with extra steps. They just have better gear and a better aimbot program. It was like Nikita thought to himself, what does this game need? Cheaters! So let's make some. But for real, the problem with raiders is that once they pin you down, it's almost impossible to get a shot at them without getting sniped by one of them. And the fact that they spawn in groups of 3 or more makes it so much worse. Not that that's the problem, just that when you have 3 literal aimbots locked onto you, it's quite hard to fight it.
I'm dead. That was too hard. I'm dead.
But then again, there are just those days where even raiders just seem to not want to shoot back or just not be a threat. In the end, it just seems like the raiders are as unreliable as the scavs in this game. Now, a thing I did mention in the last Tarkov Sucks video was the TTK, time to kill. When I meant that fights were over in mere seconds, I meant that in comparison to how it was before, it's gotten a lot quicker. Also, a human body can also take a lot more bullets than most people think. So this argument that you'd get shot and you instantly die is just false. Now, I know that that could also happen, but where would the fun point be in that? One-shotted with a PM macaron? You think that would be fun? Then why not just delete all other guns in the game at that point? Another thing I also mentioned a little in the last video was the big gap between high-level players and low-level players. Many of the last updates seem to be tailored for those few players who had the chance to give up on life just to play Tarkov on Christmas and throughout the year change. There has been numerous updates that has decreased the effectiveness of the Bitcoin farm after the huge players had gotten 50 graphics cards. There has also been other updates making it a lot harder for everyone that doesn't spend their whole day playing Tarkov to get upgrades in the hideout that would make it a lot cheaper to play the game, such as the solar power module. Like, why would you make it so you have to get 3 or 4 ASAs to upgrade the solar power unit? It just hurts the average Tarkov player. And don't even start me on the community, with its ever decreasing number of brain cells even though people keep joining in. That's a joke, by the way, I'm a part of that community. The infamous get good. Well, tough luck. Not everyone is shy at video games, but they still want to enjoy the game. And how can they when they have to spend every single day in their life grinding out the hideout and unnecessary quests just to make the game a lot easier? Not everyone has that much time. Another thing about the skill gap is their ever increasingly frustrating skill sets in Tarkov. Every time there's a new wipe, I'm amazed at how low the endurance or strength is on new players. And then I get reminded that that fat fucker over there can run with the heaviest armor in the game, blackjack backpack full of more heavy armor, and a gun that can only be described as a cinder block that shoots mini tank shells at people around the whole map without having to stop once. Why? Because Nikita thought it'd be fitting to make it only accessible for those who spend their life grinding Tarkov. An easy solution to this would be just making the gap smaller. Maybe just make it easier. Make it so that having elite skill doesn't make you a super god. And I did mention questing earlier. Yeah, what a thrill. Go fetch me that thing. And oh yeah, then kill 20 players using the shittiest shotgun on a long range map. And you know what? While you're suffering, why not just ban armor in the meantime? Sounds fun? Great, because apparently Tarkov is not supposed to be fun. All in all, for those of you who haven't already picked up on it, I'm just bad at the game, and instead of getting good, I'm now bitching about it to my 4 viewers. That was a joke, by the way.
I'm dead!
But for real, this video is mainly satirical, and even though I think the game has many flaws, I'll still love it, and I'll still play it every day. Why? Because there's nothing like it. Even though it causes so much suffering, it still somehow gets me to get up in the morning just so I can play a little Tarkov.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay?
I very much enjoy the game, don't get me wrong, it's just that it has many flaws that I, as an avid player, would love to see fixed. And honestly, I think they will be fixed in the future. We all have to remember that the game is not even fully released yet, and that many of the problems right now are only temporary. Before you say that 5 years is too long to be an early access game, try to remember that this game is trying to do something no other game has dared do, not be fun. Thank you so much to my YouTube members who have chosen to support me, and especially to Lone Wolf, Ace, and Whackjatters. You too can become a member by clicking on the blue join button and enjoying a range of perks. And also don't forget to like and subscribe, or not. I also have a Discord, come say hi. If I don't see you again, then may you have a great life. If I do, then I can't wait. Anyways, bye!